Keith Ford, we welcome you to tonight's girls basketball contest between the visiting Raiders of North Quincy High School and your Quincy High presidents. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all that are in attendance. For those in attendance, please continue to wear your mask at all times. Thank you. First, the lineup for North Quincy High School. At guard, a sophomore captain, number 3, Orla Gormley. At guard, a sophomore captain, number 15, Ava Bryan. At guard, a sophomore, number 22, Molly Tolan. At forward, a junior captain, number 11, Bridget Capone. And at center, a sophomore, number 12, Autumn Ocampos. North Quincy is coached by Matt Ramponi. And now for your Quincy Lady Presidents. At guard, this girl's a sophomore, number 20, Mary Sutcoach. At guard, she's also a sophomore, number 31, Paige Main. At forward, a junior, number 35, Caroline Tracy. At forward, a freshman, number 32, Alyssa Hops. And the lady in the middle, a senior captain, number 22, Antonella Ibrahim. The presidents are coached by Sarah Conlon. And now if you would all please rise or remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to Monroe McLean Gymnasium at Quincy High School. where today the Quincy Presidents and North Quincy Raiders are back on the court. My name is Jonathan Calleri, being joined by Jim Timmons, and action's underway here on the court. And Jim, we saw these two teams play earlier on in the year, and back at it. It was an exciting game down at North Quincy, hoping for another one here tonight.
Yeah, Ron, North Quincy pretty much dominated the game at home, the opening game. North Quincy has had a very, very successful season by all measures. And Quincy's done a little bit of struggling this year, but they've had some success as the season has worn on. Both teams off to the same sort of slow start we were. We had some technical issues coming into this 5 o'clock game tonight, but we're under sail now in the first quarter with North Quincy playing some man-to-man defense against the Presidents, and the Lady Presidents playing a zone defense. John, they changed their defensive approach this game from the game at North Quincy High. This game they're going with a 2-3. What they've done is they've popped one of their best players, Alyssa Hops, into the middle to stop the hard-driving Orla Gormley. So that's a nice adjustment that Quincy's made coming out of the box to start this game. They're going to work a little more on protecting the paint against the Red Raiders, who had great success taking the ball to the hoop in the first game.
All right, a little slow start here. We're at 6:35 in the first quarter, and we are still scoreless. North Quincy coming up with a rebound.
Yeah, we'll talk when we get a break about this gym and how hard it is to shoot in and the dynamics about why it's a hard gym to shoot in. But both teams starting out a little slowly here. Gormley with the ball, a little fake. Looks like there might have been a travel there, and yes, that's the call. Gormley was looking to go to the hoop, but this is where the Quincy defensive shift of popping the talented Alyssa Hops into the middle. Alyssa was there this time when Gormley went to penetrate, stopped her, and forced the travel. As we said, North's playing straight up man-to-man.
Drive there for the Presidents, and that's Alyssa Hops getting the first 2 points of the game here tonight.
Yeah, nice job by Hops. Quincy's taking the ball to the hoop. They're being very aggressive here coming out of the box. Every possession so far has been a penetration toward the lane by the Lady Presidents.
Ava Bryant in the paint, has to kick it back out. Shot there by Molly Tolan, no good. Fight for the rebound, and coming up with it is Marissa Coach for the Presidents.
So the Raiders are 0 for the quarter so far. They've had shooting woes that have plagued them, but they're only down 2.
Three-point shot there is no good by Caroline Tracy, rebounded by North. Gormley coming up with it. It's going to slow things down. Bryan, bounce pass across court. And trying to drive in there was Tolan, but nice defense by the Presidents.
Yeah, an adjustment North Quincy is going to have to make here is this a very different defense tonight, and the dribble penetration, so successful last game, may not be there.
Gormley strong to the hoop, but can't get it to go. Nice defense by the Presidents. Quickly up down the other end now. Paige Mann, and she puts it up and in for 2.
So the Lady Presidents getting out quickly. 4-0 lead here. Nice finish, as you said.
Bryan open in the paint. And can't get it to convert. Fight for the rebound there by Autumn O'Campus. And they're going to say it goes off O'Campus. And it'll be President's ball.
Yeah, Ava Bryant found herself in the spot that really no one likes to be. Somewhere between the block and the foul line. It's a tough spot for a shooter. And that time Ava back rimmed the jumper. So Presidents with a 4-0 lead, doing a nice job early on here defensively. And there's a great dribble penetration to the hoop. Now here comes Gormley. Here's her strength, John.
And that little jumper there, Jim, that running shot we saw several times down at North Quincy about a month ago. And Gormley gets her first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, that time no attempt to stop her even. defensively, and Gormley took advantage with a nice floater. So it's 4-2 Presidents, John, early on.
Gormley had 34 points in North's last game against Carver, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment as well. Gormley spots up for three and front rims it, controlled by the Presidents and Caroline Tracy. Campbell with it now, slow things up for the Presidents. He's trying to pass it down low for Alyssa Hobbs, but thought better of it. Pageman with the ball now, down into the block for Hobbs, and they're going to call a travel on Hobbs. It was nice defense down low there by Ava Bryan.
That was excellent defense by Ava Bryan. Her hands straight up. She didn't break the plane. That's why there was no call. And then in the little tussle when the ball came down, foot shuffle by Alyssa Hobbs, and it's Red Raider ball. So well done by Ava Bryan on the D.
Hobbs comes down with the rebound, quickly up the court. Nice defense there by Orla Gormley, going for the steal. Between the legs, gets the ball away. Great hustle there by Gormley.
Gormley's hustle and determination, her biggest assets. They really are. She is just absolutely relentless. And there is a nice effort as far as offensive rebounding goes. North has not done anything offensively in the rebound department. But on that particular play, a nice job of pressuring the ball by Autumn Ocampos. And she forced a jump ball. It was Quincy's arrow. They get the possession, so. But a great job by Ocampos nonetheless.
Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Shot there, no good. Rebounded by North. Gormley with the ball. Gormley, nice look.
Pass.
And shot there is no good by Bridget Capone. Fight for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on the floor.
Yeah, and just as I talk a bit about the offensive rebounding, Ocampos with her second nice play under the board. She got the rebound, little head fake. They called the foul on the floor. So Ocampos did a nice job of retaining possession for the Red Raiders. They get a fresh 30-second clock.
All right, Gormley back up the top of the key, trying to use a screen and fight for the rebound, and it's controlled by the Presidents and Caroline Campbell.
Yeah, I can't say enough about this defensive adjustment by Quincy. It's really stymied the Red Raiders. They've only got 2 points this quarter.
And the shot there is good. Antonella Ibrahim puts it in.
Nice little jumper by Ibrahim, a little floater. That was the home court familiarity. She did a nice job there, finished up, and Presidents are up 6-2 here in this fast-moving but slow, low-scoring first quarter. Great alert pass by Gormley. Just a little flip to Ava Bryan, who very alertly finished quickly. And so it's 6-4. Notwithstanding the fact Quincy's played a great first quarter, John, they only lead by 2 right now.
All right, foul called on the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, a body call on North's number 20, Stephanie Wang. Stephanie is senior. This will be her last Quincy High game.
Stephanie, in the last game against Carver, Jim, she had 7 3-pointers in the second half, setting a school record for the girls team with those 3-pointers for the game. North Quincy had 10 3-pointers in the second half against Carver, and coming up with a big victory. They're only up by 4 at halftime, but ended up winning by about 40. So a big victory there, again, all sprung by those 10 3-pointers in the second half. Drive to the hole there by Quincy, and it is no good. Mary Sakoch was the one who was trying to drive in. Gormley quickly coming back down the court, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Ibrahim.
Yeah, interesting call. Ibrahim looked like she was set.
Fouls on Quincy's number 22,
The official
Anthony
thought
Ibrahim
otherwise.
first, team second. Orla Gormley on the line for North Quincy, shooting 2.
Gormley's going to get 2 shots. And we talked about her last time, John. For our young viewers, you want to watch what she does at the foul line, because she does an absolutely terrific job. Everything is done right. Takes her time, takes a nice deep breath. Her form is perfect. She sticks the first, and I probably cursed the second one, but that was all accurate reporting nonetheless. Nice job. So Gormley sticks both foul shots, and Red Raiders, notwithstanding a somewhat dismal offensive performance, find themselves tied here in the first quarter. We're coming down to 10 seconds here as the Presidents look to try to score in their last possession.
Ibrahim was going baseline, and they're going to call a foul on North Quincy's Automobile Campus with 5.2 seconds left to go.
That's her first.
Yeah, tough foul on Ocampus. She was trying to slide along. One of the things you try to do defensively is not give up the baseline there. And that time Ocampus gave up the baseline and tried to compensate for that fact, picked up a foul. So a slow first quarter comes to an end here, and we have a 6-6 tie, John. Maybe what I'll do while you're addressing some of your technical issues is just talk a little bit. The Quincy High Gymnasium is really kind of a cube. It's as high as it is wide. We're high above courtside in the track area, but there's a lot of volume to this gymnasium. And as a result, the basketball rims are kind of sitting in the middle of space. When you look at the backboards here, both backboards are roughly 25 feet away from the nearest wall. So it's hard for shooters from the visiting team to adjust to that dynamic. It makes shooting from the outside extremely difficult, and we saw that affect the Red Raiders today. They came out in the first quarter, and there just wasn't much they could do. So they will adjust as the game goes on, I'm sure. But this is a tough gym for shooters, John, and we saw that in the first quarter.
Jim, you mentioned and alluded to the technical difficulties we had trying to get things going for the game. We weren't able to talk about a couple different things. North Quincy comes into the game with a record of 19-0, and right now that is a school record for the girls team. And nice shot there by North Quincy, and that was Ava Bryan for another 2 points. This is the most wins the girls team have had in North Quincy history. They passed the record of 17, and 3-point shot there is good by Antonella Ibrahim. And that was for 3. Quincy up top now by a score of 9-8. Nice job by Bryan to save that ball. And another just job there by Molly Tolan to save that one as well. Gormley spots up for 3 off the back of the rim, controlled by Mary Sakoch.
Oh, nice look up the court. Good job of being alert and getting the ball down court by Mary Sakoch there.
Sakoch fakes the 3. Oh, nice fake on the pass. Can't get the ball to go in, though. Gormley drives in, and shot's no good. Bryan along 2, can't get it to fall, and foul will be called on Quincy, and Autumn Ocampus will go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, Ocampus providing a little spark on the offensive rebounding department. North's been very weak in that department. Most of the shots they've taken, it's been a one-and-done situation offensively. They take a shot, and there's no one under the boards. Well, Ocampos, for the second time, does an excellent job of getting herself established. Misses the first attempt from the foul line. And sinks the second. So we're at a 9-9 tie, John, in a game that looks like it's going to be a defensive struggle unless North has another Carver second half.
Coach at the top of the key, drives in, nice pass down
pass.
low. Caroline Tracy couldn't get the fall. Gormley comes up with the rebound now.
Here's one thing North does great, particularly Gormley, is offensive rebounds are pushed right down the floor. So you have to be ready in transition defensively. That time Gormley beat the Lady Presidents down the floor and hit a nice shot. Nice reach-in steal there by Capone. And a finish by who else but Gormley. So Quincy's going to get a quick timeout here. Coach Sarah Conlon wanting to make certain that this game does not get away for the Red Raiders. She wants to kind of stem this little burst here, led by Orla Gormley. And the Presidents who have battled hard and played really smart on D, effective defensive rebounding, and they've done a nice job on offense. They want to try to hang around here, and Conlon getting this timeout to just go over a couple of things and try to stem the tide. So we'll look for the Presidents to try to move the ball and get a hoop here and keep this game close. It's 13-9. Raiders off a couple of little, we've got Orla Gormley with 5 points, and then a nice little job by her companion offensively, Ava Bryan. So they have the points this second quarter. North smartly coming out with a little pressure.
Ibrahim with the ball. And will bring it up herself. She's looking for some help, but gets it across court.
Yeah, nice decision by Coach Ramponi to come out with some pressure, and it forced a turnover. Well done.
Gormley with the ball now for North. Again, 13-9, North on top, coming up on 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. 3-point shot there is no good by Molly Toland. Quincy controls the rebound.
Oh, nice dribble penetration.
Shot there by Alyssa Hops, no good, a little short. And foul's going to be called on Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibrahim's wondering what she did wrong. They got her for a blocking call. That's her second. And this is a tough one for the Presidents because Ibrahim is a key defensively. And she's upset with the call, still wondering what happened, but that was the Gormley quickness that created that foul.
Gormley with the ball, passes it off to Capone. Capone drives in, nice pass there to
inside.
Bryan. And just a little too much there. And foul's going to be called on North Quincy as coming down with it for the Presidents was number 35, Caroline Tracy.
Yeah, fouls on O'Campus, who continues to try to create some activity, we'll call it, in the offensive rebound department. That time, ball was possessed by the Presidents, and O'Campus tried to wrest it away unsuccessfully. This terrific man-to-man defense here by the Red Raiders.
And pass goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Presidents, and North will get it.
Yeah, the O'Campus aggression, she's going to come out, she's going to get a break here, but the O'Campus aggression continuing to manifest itself here, and she did a nice job of forcing that turnover.
Bryan with the ball now for North, kicks it back over to Hung. And nice defense there by the Presidents. Caroline Campbell almost came up with a steal. Still a loose ball. So coach dives to the floor. Ends up in the hands of Gormley. Gormley shoots a 3, and it was no good. She only had 2 seconds left on the shot clock and had to get it off.
Nice defense by Wang. Dribble penetration. And we'll talk after we come back the other way. Gormley missed that one.
Went around the rim and out for Gormley there, Jim.
Yeah, still trying to find her rhythm. Mary Sakoch has done a terrific job in this game, controlling the offense, playing the point guard position. I was going to say in that last possession, she did a nice job of penetrating, but Wang really stepped up to the plate there defensively.
And nice job there by Alyssa Hops, Jim. Strong position to the basket, turned, went in, and draws the foul as well.
Fouls on North Quincy's number 15, Ava Bryan. That's her first, team's fourth.
A foul on Ava Bryan, was it, John?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, okay, so Ava Bryan picks up her first. And a nice job by Alyssa Hops. She's got a chance at an old-fashioned three-pointer and missed the foul shot, but nice offensive rebound by the Presidents from the foul line.
And Caroline Tracy came up with that offensive rebound, and unfortunately, ball goes out of bounds for the Presidents, so it'll be North ball.
You know, with all the talk about Orla Gormley, and all of it warranted, frankly, folks can forget that Alyssa Hops is only a freshman as well, and she's just a terrific talent. There's some good basketball talent in this city, both genders, both schools, and Hops and Gormley, two outstanding freshmen. So that was another jump ball, going this time going possession arrow going President's way, correct, John?
Yep, President's ball now, yep. 13-11, North Quincy on top.
Well, that's just very poor defense by the Red Raiders. And someone taking advantage of that. You didn't have to invite her twice to that party. Lena Waldron just dribble penetrated and hit an unmolested layup.
All right, controlling the rebound for the Presidents was Caroline Tracy. She's going to bring it up, quickly gets it back up to Waldron. Great look there by Waldron, and she finds a wide open Alyssa Hops for 2. And Quincy has fought back and taken the lead, 15-13.
Yeah, a little sloppiness by North getting back on D, and Quincy taking full advantage.
3-point shot there by Stephanie Hung is no good, but it will remain Raider ball.
Yeah, Jillian Janigan there battling for the rebound, created the opportunity. So North retains possession, got a new 30-second clock.
Hung dribble drive, kicks it back out to Gormley. She's going to drive in off the backboard and in.
Yeah, we've talked about the friendly North Quincy High backboards. The same manufacturers up here at Quincy High, but it's offset a little bit by what I talked about, the dimensions of this gym. The two rims are like just in the middle of space, and it takes a while to get familiar with that dynamic for a shooter. Oh, great play. A lovely play under the hoop by Lena Waldron, who tapped the ball to an open teammate for a layup. Right back comes North Quincy.
Molly Tolan puts that in for North Quincy to tie it back up at 17. Jimmy, you often hear high school students when they play at large gyms, specifically at the Garden, they say it takes a little while to get used to that because there's nothing behind them. They're used to a wall right there. Not that this gym is as big as the Garden, but it has that same thing where you have to get used to that nothing behind there, right there. All right, shot there by Gormley is long. Waldron comes up with it. 45 seconds left to go here in the quarter.
Oh, nice job by Waldron. Really terrific stuff. She just dribble penetrated. No one stopped her. And once she saw the blue pink, she just kept going to the hole. So well done. And she will go to the line for 2 foul shots.
1 or 2 for Waldron, and ball goes out of bounds. Raider possession.
North Quincy ball.
Quincy on top by one, 18-17. Ava Bryan for 3 for North Quincy, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to say it goes off of Ava McGrath.
Yeah,
President's
McGrath,
ball.
nice job in there battling. North's creating a little more activity now in the offensive rebounding zone. Trailing by 1. We're under 30 seconds here. We've got about 25 seconds left. There's just a very slight difference between the game clock and the 30-second clock. Oh, nice job.
Alyssa Hops couldn't get the first one to go, gets her own rebound, and gets fouled in the second one, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that was a
Also North Quincy's number 24, Ava McGrath. That's her first. Team
that was a terrific
Alyssa Hops at the line for Quincy, shooting
pass to Hops, the original one. She missed the little bunny layup, got her own rebound, and now she's shooting 2. So, John, one little factor here. The clock is off. There's 12 seconds left. That's plenty of time for the likes of Orla Gormley. And nice job by Hops, sticking both.
Quincy with a defensive substitution. Neve Gendron comes in for Hops.
Very smartly, Gormley's letting the ball come over half court, no pressure. And that was, that looked uncontested, but it was Orla's fine work that created that uncontested look. She just found the seam, went to it with great confidence, and finished. So the Lady Raiders trailing by 1 here on the road, and the Lady Presidents with a very impressive first half, John. They did a great job of battling, hanging in there. They lost the lead at one point, but fought back, and they're right back in this ball game. So they've got a 1-point lead at the half, and it's been some impressive basketball. The pace picked up a little bit.
Yep, definitely an exciting game so far here at Monroe McLean Gymnasium. So again, at the half, Quincy 20 and North Quincy 19. Jim and I will take a timeout, and we're back with second half coverage in just one moment. Check. Welcome back, everyone, to Quincy High School. We're at the half. Lady Presidents lead the Raiders by a score of 20-19. North Quincy comes into this game with a record of 19-0. The Presidents 8-10. And Quincy would love to come back here and get a big victory over their crosstown rivals and put the first loss of the season in that column for North Quincy.
They've done an excellent job today, John, of hanging around. They're in fact leading at the half, which is unexpected, but an excellent job by Quincy. And the longer they hang in here, the greater the opportunity for a big upset.
All right, Gormley with the ball now for the Raiders. And we talked about against Carver how North Quincy exploded for a 40-point victory. Molly Tolan gets the first 2 points of the half for North Quincy.
Out of bounds, North Quincy ball.
Gormley coming back down court, kicks it back out. Tolan shoots it. Shots off. Alyssa Hops with the rebound. Ibrahim was streaking down low, open. They could not find her, though. Pageman, nice pass down to Hops. Hops can't get it to go, but will remain. Quincy ball goes out of bounds off O'Campus. Coach looking to try to get it in, does. And a nice shot there by Antonella Ibrahim.
Yeah, no hesitation at all by Ibrahim. Nice step and shoot. Did a terrific job of finishing there. So Quincy matches the opening North salvo.
Nice look by Ava Bryan to find Autumn Campus. Campus can't get it to go, and they're going to say it was a jump ball, and it'll be Quincy ball.
Yeah, that time O'Campus was under the rim. That wasn't really a great spot to get her the ball, so there wasn't much she could do with it. But North coming out with some pressure here, a little 2-2-1 pressure, and they're going after the ball aggressively. Quincy handles it, though, and gets into their half-court offense.
Great look by Sakoch to find Ibrahim, and she puts it in for two.
Sakoch continuing to do a masterful job on offense here from her point guard position. She keeps finding people. Really doing a first-class job for Quincy.
And almost comes up with a steal there. Gets back quickly on defense. Jimmy mentioned a lot of the young talent here in the city of Quincy. Sakoch is one of them. She's only a sophomore. Making Marymount proud, she is. (24-21), Presidents on top. Sakoch finds herself alone for three. Can't get it to go.
It was nice ball movement, though, and a good shot. So the President is continuing to execute very well. And that's this zone defense. Oh, great steal there, John.
Tolan steals it, finds Gormley, and Gormley gets fouled and will go to the line.
Yeah, Gormley is just absolutely relentless. So she did a nice job of taking the feed from Molly Tolan, who got the steal on the outlet. Took it to the hoop, and she's at the line now for two. The shooting woes continue to plague the Red Raiders tonight. Gormley with an uncharacteristic miss from the foul line there. And she settles and sinks the second. So it's a 24-22 game early on, John, and North sticking with that pressure.
Gormley almost gets it. Hops gets it up to Ibrahim, and pass was just a little too much. Ibrahim was open and just couldn't get it to her.
Yeah, nice job of forcing a turnover there. That was terrific stuff, the pressure by the Red Raiders. And Quincy trying to attack the Red Raider press ended up with a turnover.
And Capone will get called for a travel. It'll be Quincy ball. Coach driving in, nice pass to kick it out. Page man for three and gets it.
Nicely done there. Quincy showing great patience and ball movement offensively.
Gormley came down court looking for a three and was short. And Stephanie Hung will come in now for the Raiders to replace Autumn Campus. Coach taking charge there, waving everyone down court. Nice take to the hole, can't get it to go, a little too much on the shot there, fight for the rebound. Still loose, Ibrahim tries to get it, and Gormley comes up with it in the end. Great hustle there by both teams.
Yeah, you caught that exactly right, John, and no surprise that Orla Gormley and that type of little tussle would come away with the ball.
Sakoch gets called for the foul. She thought she had all ball on that as Gormley went to the hole, but the foul is called and Orla Gormley will go to the line to shoot two.
Orla Gormley at the line, shooting two.
Tell you, the gym really quieted down here for these foul shots, John. Neither team able to slip away from the other. Frankly, in terms of the talent level and the season records, you would not expect Quincy to get away from North. And they did it, and one thing Quincy did do very well in the first quarter was when North started to turn up the pressure and try to make a run. Sarah Conlon called a timeout. They calmed everything down, and they've stayed in this game. So with 3 minutes to go in the quarter, Quincy's got a 3-point lead. Let's see what Gormley has to say about that.
Nice defense there by Stephanie Hung on the steal. Gormley with the ball, drives in, and can't get it to go.
Terrific defense there by Alyssa Hops. She came up with a stop on that play.
Mann for three, and it's good. Paige Mann with the big three-pointer for the Presidents. Now a 6-point lead, 30-24.
Yeah, the sophomore Mann is feeling it tonight, folks, on her home court. Mann's got 2 big three-pointers, and the team leads by 6. The Presidents up by 6 against the Red Raiders.
Ava Bryan came in from the wing position to try to fight for that rebound, forces a jump ball, and getting up limping is Molly Toland for the Raiders, and she'll come out.
Yeah, she went down really hard there. Landed on her back, her tailbone area. She's shaking her head that she's okay. Let's hope so.
Give and go between Hung and Gormley. Gormley with it. President's really sagging back, Jim, to prevent any drives by Orla Gormley. Nice move there by Ava Bryan. She gets it in.
Yeah, terrific job by Bryan, and she used the backboard very well. Nice little lefty layup going to her left. So great finish by Ava Bryan. Nice dribble penetration. 4-point lead for the Presidents, who continue to do an excellent job offensively of deliberately moving the ball. And there you go. They get it into the low post to Hops, who made a terrific, very nifty, efficient little move and got a lefty layup out of it.
Fight for the rebound, and North still can't get it to go. Coming down with it was number 11, Bridget Capone, and looks like they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, this is a big foul. It's the third foul on Antonella Ibrahim, the senior, who's very aggressive and really fueling much of what's going on out here on the court for the Presidents. So that's a big loss that they have to sit her down, John.
Lena Waldron checks in for the Presidents, and O'Campus can't control it. Got her offensive rebound, and they're going to say it is President's ball. And North quickly lines up with their own full court press.
Yeah, they're using man-to-man pressure, full court. See what's going on here. For some reason, the officials have the play stopped, and I'm not sure what the issue is, but here we go.
Stephanie Hung does a nice job to get her hand in there, knock it away, remain President's ball. Paige Mann brings it up now for the Presidents across half court. Waldron with the ball now for Quincy. 8 on the shot clock. Hops can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gormley. Gormley drives in, and that running jumper is good.
Yeah, Gormley took the rebound down, dribbled full court, and as you said, just a little floater from the left side. She uses the backboard masterfully.
Nice shot there by Waldron to tip it over to Hops, and Hops will go to the line to shoot 2 as Autumn O'Campus will get called for the foul.
Yeah, that's a big foul there. Ocampus is another one similar to her counterpart at Quincy, Antonella Ibrahim. Ocampus has been very aggressive, really done a nice job on the offensive boards. And the fact that that's her third foul, that's big for the Red Raiders. Coach Ramponi choosing to leave her in with a minute to go in this third quarter.
And Hops cannot get either to go. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be North Quincy ball.
Well, Ocampus is coming out now, so he is going to get her out for the final minute of the third quarter.
Caroline Tracy is checked back in for the Presidents. As you said, under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Shot there by Capone, a little long.
I think that was Jillian Janig who came in, John.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so North's getting a timeout here. Down 4. They have this possession with 48 seconds, and if they manage their time right, I'm sure this is what Coach Ramponi's talking about, they can get 2 possessions here. So ideally what he'd like to see is he would like to see the Red Raiders moving the ball quickly and seeing if they can score quickly and end up with 2 possessions. Quincy doing a great job, John, of hanging around. This happened to the Celtics the other night. It's happened to teams for generations now in basketball. The highly favored Red Raiders playing against an opponent who's not going away. And if the Presidents can keep this game close like this, it's going to be anyone's ball game at the end. And it's interesting. We'll see how the teams do finishing this third quarter.
All right, Rays get it into Gormley. Gormley spot up 3 is no good.
Well, that was the quick shot that Ramponi wanted, but the shooting woes continue. So now Quincy has it, and there'll be about 10 seconds on the clock for a final North possession. So now they're going to play aggressive D, and unfortunately, that aggressive defense is going to result in a foul on the Red Raiders.
So, Jim, as she was trapped in the corner, Quincy tried to call a timeout, and at the same time, a foul was called. So now we're going to see who blew the whistle first, and if it was a timeout or a foul. Head coach Sarah Collins said, no timeout, we'll take the foul, but anything I say, what timeout occurred before the foul?
Well, that's a bit of a break for the Red Raiders there. And it's pretty clear now on the clock. There's 26 seconds left on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. So North's going to have an excellent shot to get an excellent opportunity to get a final shot. On the other side here, the Lady Presidents, as they're in their huddle, they're setting an offensive play here. They have plenty of time to get a good shot, and they're going to be taking out the ball in probably the worst spot you can take it out, over in the corner, the far offensive corner. So North Quincy's got an opportunity. I'm sure Coach Rampone has reminded the girls, no fouls. Just pressure the ball, but don't reach. There's no need for steals here. They can simply let the clock run down on the Presidents, or prevent the penetration, getting the ball toward the lane, either by pass or dribble. So those are the marching orders for both teams, I'm sure. Quincy smartly spreads out here, away from the corner. Let's see what they do.
As I said, Jim, 26 on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Waldron kicks it out. So coach drives in. Nice pass to Tracy, and just can't get it to go. Gormley with the ball now. 10 on the game clock. Coach trying to keep with her, and a nice defense there. Waldron with it, and cannot get a shot off as time expires here in the third quarter, with the Presidents on top by a score of 32-28.
Well, interesting end to the third quarter. I don't think either team executed the way their coaches hoped, but the net result is positive for the Presidents. And the Red Raiders, they're still within 4. They're a team with explosive offensive capability. So I'm sure the message from Coach Ramponi is stay with your game, and let's see what we can do. Meanwhile, Coach Conlon, who's done an excellent job of managing the game today. She's had a couple of key timeouts and key points. The girls have hung around. They've been in the lead the entirety of this second half. And they went into the locker room up by 1. They've stretched that lead to 4. So we'll see. I would say the first 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter, John, are going to be critical for both teams. So we'll split the 8-minute fourth quarter in half and see who does what in the first 4 minutes, because that should set the tone for the finish. Red Raiders sticking with their man-to-man, John, and it's going to be President ball on the inbound. Quincy starts with Ibrahim on the bench due to her foul situation. So we'll look for her to come back in. That'll be a spark. And also on the bench is Alyssa Hops as this fourth quarter starts. So 2 key Quincy players getting their legs back under them as the fourth quarter begins.
All right, Quincy, 2 attempts to try to get it in, and North has knocked it out twice. Now on the third try, we'll see what the Presidents can get something rolling. Well, we'll go to a 4th time instead.
It's interesting. You don't see many picks from the Presidents, notwithstanding the fact there's been, well, that's a very unfortunate situation for the Red Raiders. This is going to force a big decision for Coach Matt Ramponi. He's got to get Autumn Campus, who's a key to this Red Raider squad with her aggressive play. She's got to sit now with 4. So she's going to be out for the first half of this final quarter. And in to see what she can do is Stephanie Wang.
And a big block there by Gormley. Paige Mann was trying to go up for a 3, and Gormley came in and swatted it away.
We played 10 seconds in this fourth quarter, John.
Tracy right back to Sakoch. Sakoch driving in and can't get it to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Terrific job by Sakoch. Mary is only a sophomore, and I'll tell you what, this is just a big, big game tonight by her. She has had a terrific performance, really moving the ball well. She's played a traditional point guard role, but on that particular possession, terrific dribble penetration, creating an opportunity for herself, and she goes to the line and calmly sticks the first foul shot.
Alyssa Hops checks back in for the Presidents. Lena Waldron will take a breather. 1 and 2 for Sakoch. Caroline Tracy got the rebound, and it gets knocked out of bounds by North, so remain President's ball.
Yeah, Gormley thought she knocked the ball off Sakoch, and I think she's correct, but the official was not in a position to see that, frankly, and missed it. Oh, nice play. Again, Sakoch being alert, making a terrific pass, but a missed layup, and here come the Raiders.
Gormley drives in, can't get it to go. Hops with the rebound, quickly off to Paige Mann.
Yeah, Hops with a terrific rebound there in traffic, and just very firmly and assertively ripped the ball down. if you watch the coach with the basketball, she's dribbling, but her head's up the whole time. She sees the floor so well. And I'm sure she's happy I was saying that language as she threw the ball into a double team and luckily escaped a turnover. But she's seeing the ball very well, gets the ball inside, and going to the foul line is Alyssa Hops.
Fouls on North Quincy's number 11, Bridget Capone. That's her second.
Foul's called on Bridget Capone.
Alyssa Hops back at the line for the Presidents, shooting 2.
Conley sticks the first. And she sticks them both, John. And the Lady Presidents are pulling away from the Red Raiders here. Biggest lead of the game, 7 points.
Bryan steps in and gets the friendly roll on the rim for North Quincy. A much needed bucket for the Raiders.
Yeah, terrific job by Ava Bryan, who is just a real veteran leader, notwithstanding the fact she's only a sophomore.
So coach took a nice drive in and just couldn't get it to roll around the rim and in. She's had about 3 of those tonight where they've gone around the rim and out.
Rebound in traffic. Back comes Gormley.
Oh, nice job. That's coach gets on the floor, steals it away for the Presidents, and maintain possession. Caroline Campbell with the ball now for Quincy.
Nice little crossover there against the pressure, and super job. Oh.
And they're going to call a travel against Alyssa Hops.
That was an absolutely super job of Alyssa Hops working without the ball to get great position. They gave her the ball underneath, and Coach Matt Ramponi with a great timeout here. Team's down by 5, but John, we talked earlier about breaking the quarter up into segments, and Coach Ramponi very alertly aware of that the Red Raiders haven't done enough here to narrow this gap and to get back in this game. Instead, the Presidents have pulled away a little bit. So, you know, it's interesting, John. I really enjoy watching what's going on with Alyssa Hops down low. When the ball is out top, she's working very hard for position. And it's no coincidence that she wears number 32 for the Presidents. I don't know if she's familiar with Kevin McHale or not, but she plays the game just like him. And I would recommend to Alyssa, there's a couple of great YouTube tapes of Kevin McHale working without the ball, getting position as she has. And last possession, she had a great opportunity, worked hard, got the ball, but took a little bunny stepping, I called for it. So this is a big possession for the Red Raiders, John. They got to get themselves back in this ball game as we approach the 6-minute mark. And they're going to inbound to who else but Orla Gormley.
Quincy comes out in a 2-3 zone. Stephanie Hung shoots the 3 around the rim and no good. Nice rebound there by Capone.
Rebound. Nice offensive rebound, but she didn't finish.
Campbell driving in, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on Stephanie Hung.
Fouls on North Quincy's number 20, Stephanie Wang. That's her 3rd.
Yeah, that's her 3rd as well. So. And 5 on the Red Raiders, which isn't a bad thing. When your team is down like the Red Raiders are here, you want to have that one-on-one situation available to you. So team fouls for the Red Raiders, not a problem, because they may have to foul in the final 2 or 3 minutes to get back in this game. We'll see.
Long 3 there by the Presidents, no good. Caroline Tracy trying to fight for the rebound and hold on to it. So coach driving in, and we're going to call a foul on number 12 for North Quincy. Autumn O'Campos looked like she might have had the block.
I think that one's
number 22, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, Autumn O'Campos is sitting on the bench wondering what you're talking about, John.
Molly Toland with the foul there.
That one was Molly Toland, and It's Molly's first in the game. And I'll tell you, the sophomore, Mary Sakoch, having a heck of a game for herself. She goes 1 for 2 from the line.
Ava Bryan, top of the key three, and drains it.
Bryan is only a sophomore, John, and doesn't get as much press as the young lady who just stole the ball here, Orla Gormley. But Bryan is very confident, very assertive. And look at that move by Gormley. Red Raiders back in this ball game, down by 1. They're 2 leaders. Number 15, Ava Bryan and Orla Gormley showing the way here.
All right, 36-35, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game. Quincy on top by 1. Quincy holds on to it, 5 on the shot clock. Caroline Campbell, and a timeout is called by Coach Sarah Conlon for the Presidents with 1 second on the shot clock. I think she was trying to get that beforehand. I didn't see her, Jim.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, what could have been a good timeout becomes a not so good timeout because it's going to be very difficult to execute a shot here. They're going to be looking for number 32 on the inbound, I suspect. I think what is going on here, this is similar to the timeout called by Matt Ramponi in the first half, John. I think that Coach Conlon is seeing some things she doesn't like. Early on in the game, when North Quincy had a little mini run, Sarah called a timeout, slowed things down, calmed down the players, and it was a great timeout that worked. So I'm sure that was the thought process here, but as you said, she wasn't able to get the officials' attention, so the whistle came a little late. That's going to jam up the girls on the inbounds here. Trying to get an offensive opportunity, but let's see if they don't settle down a bit.
So the officials did meet, Jim. They just put 2 more seconds back on the shot clock.
What a kindness. Yeah.
So there's going to be 3 seconds on the shot clock. And
well, hopefully the girls are aware of that because they came into the huddle with hearing 1 second. Let's see. It's a side. Well, it's interesting. I didn't expect Alyssa Hops to inbound the ball. I expected her to be the
long
target.
3, and it was no good by Caroline Campbell. Gormley comes up with it. Bryan, nice fake, off the glass and in, and North Quincy takes the lead.
Terrific job by Ava Bryan of just stepping up here, very calmly asserting herself on the offensive end. In this fourth quarter, she's got 7 points. And the Red Raiders have taken the lead for the first time in a long time in this ball game.
Shot there by Tracy, no good. Rebounded by North. North Quincy fans have come alive here with that bucket as well.
Oh!
Big three-pointer.
Bryan.
Bryan with 5 quick points for North Quincy. And they now have a 4-point lead, 40-36.
Ava feeling it here at a critical time for the Red Raiders, and she rips down this rebound off to Gormley, and here come the Red Raiders.
Gormley into the paint, saw there's nothing there, brings it back up.
Yeah, Ramponi suggesting she take a little time.
Stephanie Hung open in the corner. And she can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound by Bryan, she has it. And a foul's gonna be called on Sakoch.
Might not be Sakoch. Might be number 35. No, you're correct. It was on Sakoch. So North 4-point lead, and they have the ball. So and Quincy coming back with Ibrahim. So they held her out as long as they could, and now they're gonna get back into their 2-3. They have Ibrahim and Hops down low, and those two have been terrific all game here.
Under 3 minutes to play now in the game.
Yeah, Ava Bryan really wants the ball. She can feel it.
Bryan almost loses it, holds on to it. Bridget Capone, nothing on baseline, nice defense. 5 on the shot clock for the Raiders, and it goes out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it'll be North Quincy ball with 4 seconds, so Gormley wants Ava to inbound, Ava Bryan to inbound, and I'm sure Gormley's going to get the ball. Well, nice job of giving it up to Molly Tolan, who had a nice look at the hoop, missed it, and here come the Presidents with 2:20 to go.
Ibrahim shoots a 3 and a little short, trying to be saved by Tracy. It goes in the hands of Gormley. Ibrahim's been on the bench with the foul trouble and showed that there, a little rust. See if she can shake that off.
North's going to run that clock down. Well,
And fouls.
Stephanie heard something different there. She took a night. It was a good look. She had a clean look. Yeah, you mentioned the Carver game where she was locked and loaded in the 4th quarter. So she's trying to get it moving here. Go ahead, John.
All right, foul was called on Bridget Capone against North Quincy, so Alyssa Hops will go to the line for a 1-on-1 situation.
All right, good job here by Ramponi. What he's doing is he got Autumn Campus in because rebounding here and the sort of aggression that O'Campus brings to this Red Raider defense is going to be proved, very necessary asset here in this 4th quarter. And sure enough, O'Campus with a great box out and the rebound. And Gormley going to walk it up with a 4-point lead.
1:55 left to go in the game. As you said, Jim, North on top, 40-36. Gormley kicks off. Bryan shoots another 3 and drains it.
Ava Bryan is just begging for the basketball out there. It's hilarious. She's feeling the heat. She's got 13 points this quarter.
And they're going to say no basket. They're going to say a jump ball. And it's going to be North possession. Wow, quite a turnaround there. Quincy thinks they have 2 points, and they call a jump ball.
That's a tough call. Interesting call there.
Bryan again gets it up.
Oh, nice job moving the ball, North Quincy.
Bryan open for 3. She shoots it and drains it. Ava Bryan on fire here in the 4th quarter, leading North Quincy back. A 10-point lead now for the Raiders. And head coach Sarah Collin wants to put some water on that fire, calls a timeout.
I have to tell you something. I don't know when I've seen a 4th quarter like the one Ava Bryan has had here, John. 4 3-pointers, 16 points. She has really put her team on her back and got them back into this ball game. Before Ava started lighting it up, North was down by 4 in somewhat of a slow, balky 4th quarter. With 6 minutes to go, the Presidents were right where they wanted to be. They had a lead. They had control over what was happening. And then Ava Bryan just, the right hand lit up. And she has been a force this quarter. As I said, 16 points. The team has scored 46 points. At the half, the team only had 19 points. And one player has just totally exploded out here for the Red Raiders. And Ava Bryan is going to remember this performance. Only a sophomore, John. And she's just done a terrific job tonight. And more importantly, it's not just that she's hot. It's that she's been looking for the ball. She's been very assertive and very aggressive. It's just a really terrific, impressive athletic performance by this sophomore, Ava Bryan, in a big, big game, the North Quincy game.
All right, 1 minute left in the game. Quick shot there by the Presidents, and putback is good by Alyssa Hops.
Hops, another one who's had a great game tonight. Quincy battling to stay close here. And see, John, this is what I was alluding to earlier. That's only the the fifth team foul on Quincy. They still have a way to go to get to the 1-and-1, meaning that if they foul North Quincy, North Quincy's just getting the ball back for 2 more possessions.
Oh, and backcourt violation.
Little mental mistake. Not a big deal.
Gormley was trying to take some more time off the clock, and she was.
Yeah, she should have started in the backcourt and didn't, inbounding the ball. And that's where maybe taking a little breath and having folks point things out and whatnot. She should have started in the backcourt and they could have run 10 seconds off the clock before they got the ball over half, but that didn't happen. It's a lot of excitement here in the gym, and that's one of the factors.
Paige Mann for 3, and it's good. Mann gets a 3-pointer. 46-41. 25 seconds. Quincy needs the foul. And Hops comes up to make the foul.
That's Mann's 3rd 3-pointer in this second half. Now we talked, that's only the 6th-team foul, so they're going to inbound the ball. They should be starting their players in the backcourt. Good, there they go. The Red Raiders are going into the backcourt now. See, they can take time back here.
Gormley does a nice job getting away, and Hops commits the foul with 17 seconds left to go. And that will finally bring them into the 1-on-1 situation.
Right. Now, with the 7th-team foul, now the Red Raiders are forced to shoot. So Quincy's going to have some opportunities. Of course, if the Red Raiders stick their foul shots, that's going to make it all the harder. But the hope is that they miss the first shot and then Quincy has a shot. Quincy trailing by 5 here. And Gormley calmly hits the first. Misses the second. Here's an opportunity for Quincy.
So coach with it. Tries to quickly get up to Ibrahim. 10 on the game clock. Hops shoots a 3. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Gormley comes up with it. And looks like they're not going to foul, and the game is over. North Quincy, on the back of Ava Bryan, Jim, come back from a deficit and come up with a big victory, 47-41. What a comeback there. Again, all led by Ava Bryan.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a game for the ages. Ava Bryan, one of the most impressive performances in this North Quincy rivalry that I've ever seen. And I've been around since the early 80s, I regret to say, with these games. And that is just a spectacular performance here in the Quincy gym. I remember Dan Duggan in 2002 in the boys game here at Quincy High having a similar spectacular performance for the North Quincy Red Raiders. But tonight, Ava Bryan definitely with the premier athletic and scoring performance that we've ever seen for a North Quincy Red Raider, and North Quincy pulls out a hard-fought, almost tournament-like atmosphere game, 47-41.
Jim, with that victory, North Quincy improves to 20-0, still undefeated, and also they now tie the school record with most victories in a season. The 2013-2014 boys team, coached by Kevin Barrett, they went 20-1, and they went all the way to the Division I South Finals before losing to Catholic Memorial. But this team right here, North Quincy girls, again tied the record for most victories in a season, and they're going to have a couple opportunities to go ahead. They're going to play Milton on Monday, February 21st, and then at Duxbury on Tuesday, February 22nd, to see if they can get one more victory and get 2 more victories, hopefully, and go undefeated here for the season.
Yeah, well, terrific stuff. We're still here for the boys game, which will come next, and we're looking forward to that. So think maybe we'll just cut away and we'll end our coverage of the ladies' game tonight. A thrilling game. I give great credit to the Lady Presidents. They've had an up-and-down season, as I said, but this second half they put together some great wins. And tonight they really did a terrific job of battling against an undefeated and highly talented Red Raider team. And I wonder what would have happened if Ava Bryan hadn't shown up there locked and loaded for that fourth quarter. So
yeah,
great effort by the Presidents.
Ava Bryan finishes with 22 points to lead North Quincy. Orla Gormley, with 20 points. Right behind her for the Raiders. For the Presidents, leading the way was Alyssa Hops with 14. Paige Mann had 11. Antonella Ibrahim had 9 points for the Presidents.
Yeah, and we got to compliment Mary Sakoch for the game she played tonight. I just thought she was outstanding the entire way, start to finish. Her floor leadership, she's only a sophomore, and she played with such maturity. She kept getting the ball to kids in great positions. She created a few shots of her own at key points, and Mary deserves a lot of credit for the game she played.
We want to thank all of our crew here tonight, Scott Daniels and Ryan McWade on camera, and in the truck, Chris Potter, our engineer, and on graphics, and also our director, Peter Doherty. So again, final score here at Quincy High School. The North Quincy girls improved to 20-0 on the season with a 47-41 victory over the Quincy Presidents. So again, for Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of QA TV Sports. We will see you next time.